Hello, welcome to the Nick's Boots from Start to Finish podcast. My name is Shuyler. I'm joined here by Rebecca Burnham, Operations Manager, Lucas Grassberger, Product Marketing Manager, Luke Larson, Small Goods Supervisor. We're here to recap a good and simultaneously difficult year, 2023. Why was it difficult? It just felt hard. The vibes, I would say vibes. It was a successful year, but I have found that as we grow, it should get easier, but sometimes things are harder. I don't know if anyone has any thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, every year we come out with new and exciting things, and that just means the next year we have to have even more new and more exciting things.
Yeah.
And we did really good this year, which just means we got to do it even bigger next year.
That's right. Absolutely. And what is next year?
2024. Oh, our 60th anniversary.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
too.
So we have
right.
to do it big.
That's right. So we've got a lot of cool things coming for next year, but this is about last year.
This year.
Well, yeah, I guess. When's this coming out?
This year.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll recap the year here and just kind of go through everybody's highs and lows and talk about what happened. And yeah, I think that's good because sometimes you can forget all the things you did over the last 12 months.
Absolutely.
And hopefully that's energizing for these upcoming 12. So Luke Larson.
Yes.
What are some of your highlights from 2023?
Highlights. I just kind of the reorganization of kind of what we're doing and with the belts and stuff. Just kind of making it clear on the website. Customers was a big project of mine, and I'm not totally complete on it yet, but it's a lot better. It's more organized and easier for people to find stuff.
Yep.
It was just kind of weighing on me for a long time. So I wanted to work on that, and I got that most of the way done. So.
Yeah, you've definitely taken a more active role in kind of pushing that and getting that merchandised. So we really do appreciate that.
Yeah.
Mr. Grassberger, what are your thoughts?
Well, we came on a lot of awesome stuff this year. The Munson Lasts, the Western boot, the Polar Thin insulation. We've got our trades program, lots of awesome programs that we came out with. Like, we did a lot this year.
Yeah.
I think we launched close to 50 new products this year, including collaborations and things like that, like 20 new limited run leathers. We did a lot of cool stuff this year.
100%. Yep. And does that even include all the small goods stuff?
No, that is just boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of newness this year, which I think was really great. Rebecca, how about you?
Well, we've been growing, so we brought on some new customer service representatives. So it's been really nice to see that we have maintained our excellent customer service. We've got like a 4.8 out of 5 customer satisfaction number based on surveys. So it's good to see that.
And that's surveys sent to people who've interacted with us.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Those are like support tickets. So it's just nice to see people who are coming to us with questions or issues or getting those issues resolved, and our training and all of that is working.
Yeah, I asked, do we have that little graphic? Are we going to put that on the website?
Yeah, we definitely can.
Okay.
So that's really nice to see. And then we've done a lot in terms of checking bombs, leather inventory management. Those were kind of big things we wanted to address from last year. So I don't know how many leather delays we've had this year.
Very
it's not
few.
many.
I mean, we're experiencing a big one right now.
Right. But that one isn't even our fault.
Yeah.
So
It's not. It's over.
60. Right. We've got it. We've still got back orders we're working through. But yeah, we ran out of 64 brown because weather issues with the tannery. But it's been months and months since we've had a leather delay.
Yeah.
And I remember last year that was a very big issue that we ran into.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. So it's great to see that we tackled that. And
when we have had delays, it's been a couple weeks, a month, maybe.
Yeah.
In the past, when we had delays, it was like, you're going to have to wait another 4 months. Mm-hmm. So I'm really proud of the team for figuring that out and reducing those issues, because I know that was a big concern for customers. And then overall returns, we're about 30% lower than we were at the beginning of the year. So I think our sizing guidance, our quality control improvements have all gone a long way in reducing returns as well.
Yeah, that's been awesome to see. We've also, like, on the reducing leather shortages, we've essentially started cycle counting more regularly. So cycle counting means you're basically counting portions of your leather inventory on a more regular basis rather than like waiting for like your periodic total inventory counts. And so I was really happy to see that was able to let us add the limited leather options to basically every single product that we carry rather than keeping them kind of like constrained. That was the original rationale for doing that, where you just had limited options on the limited leathers because it was easier, frankly, for us to count with our systems. But now that we're tracking this a little more in a more sophisticated way, we can kind of make all those options available to people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. I think the Munson lasts were a highlight for me for sure. I think that's something that kind of is a nice differentiator for us, provides a solution for a lot of people out there with those wider feet. And then, I love the leather jacket. Really happy to see that go. I think that's a great entree for us, and hopefully we can do more of that stuff alongside, like the canvas one we did last year. The Pullman, that was cool. It was kind of our first new pull-on boot that we came to fruition. It was a really cool pattern that we got out in Wyoming. We talked about that a little bit. And then obviously really grateful for our partners at Buck, Zimmerman, Parkhurst, Carl Morawski, Roseanneville, ND3. So, that's a really important part of our mix as well, and kind of staying top of mind for people is working with our partners to be present. So, it's a lot of stuff happened this year. I'm just going to go through it. So,
sure.
Heat straps vest, apron, leather jacket, the polar thin insulation, which was a really lengthy development process where we sourced basically what's used to insulate satellites, and has a really great insulating properties that is frankly superior to some of the stuff that's out there, like your 3M
Thinsulate,
things like
that.
Of course, the Munson Last, the Western boots. The trades program is also a really awesome thing. I think trying to make these boots more accessible to people so they can really, experience the joy of really handcrafted, well-made boots, especially when they're maybe earlier in their careers. The Pullman I've mentioned. We finally got the arched wedge out.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. So look to see those inserts coming out here in early January. We'll be launching those. I think that could be a really nice, some really nice sales for us. I think a really nice experience for people. Like we've talked to some of our tradespeople who've been wearing them, and they say they're like the most comfortable boots that they've ever had, which is awesome. Brandel, of course, to much fanfare, and you will be having that go out again in about a week and a half for the second run. Loved Lucas's MTO silhouette idea. Yeah, I mentioned our partners, and then a ton of giveaways, like the axe that we gave away.
Yeah. Timothy Dick. Yeah. Where he made an axe out of a bunch of steel toe inserts that we sent him.
Yeah. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome. Okay. Well, Lucas, anything else? Did we miss anything?
I'm sure I did. I'm sure we did. Like I said, we did a lot. A lot of it stuck. Some of it we threw up there to kind of see what people thought of it. Maybe pulled it away. We did a lot of really cool things this year. I think we have a lot of really cool things planned for next year, which I'm excited about. New additions, more things like we've done this year. Bringing new things to our market.
Yeah, we were really going to hit the ground running in January. So
we introduced a lot of leathers this year too.
Yeah,
we didn't talk about that, but
lots of limited run leathers, lots of really cool stuff.
Gray was kind of the year of gray.
Yeah.
So I think you'll see some of those becoming a more permanent option, especially in our work leathers. What else? Gray was big. A lot of browns.
Mm-hmm.
Cypress, kind of the year of Cypress, I would say.
Yeah.
The new tannage.
We were kind of early to that, which was cool. Usually we're kind of followers, well, maybe in the very past, but now we're kind of leading the charge on some of these newer tannages. I'm excited for 2024. You're going to see some more colorful double stuff options as well.
Very colorful stuff.
I'm going to post, I don't even know what to call it. I don't know what to call it.
The
red.
The red.
Because it's not burgundy. It looks
No.
burgundy.
It's like cherry red.
It's like cherry red.
Yeah. Call it double
But
stuff.
I didn't want to call it double
Hot
stuffed
red.
cherry. You know, that sounds vaguely pornographic. So
Can't say that on a
that's
podcast.
on the podcast.
Vaguely pornographic.
Oh boy.
So
Call it-
I know I
call
was
it
like,
double stuff hot rod.
yeah, double stuff race car. Yeah, I don't know. Right now it's double stuff red. So we gotta get more creative around it. So yeah, that'll be tight. And then the Predator Orange.
That the
It's not Predator Orange, the Monarch
64 Monarch and the 64
which has
pewter.
some of that coloration.
I was thinking
great.
64 Gandalf might be the way to go with this.
The gray.
Yeah.
Gandalf
so,
the gray.
So I'm going to throw that
Really?
out there.
Gross. Oh man. Okay. It's not our people, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
You got like,
That's you guys. You guys play D&D.
I don't know.
I don't.
know. I think there's
I just
a lot
watched
of
Lord of the
crossover.
Rings, so I don't play D&D. He's not in D&D, right? That I know of. Gandalf? No, okay.
No, it's not.
I've never played. I'm like, is there a character named Gandalf
Yeah,
in
maybe
there?
I'm wrong. I don't know.
No.
I'm old.
And I don't think we can call it Gandalf.
No, we're not calling Gandalf. But you don't like pewter.
No, Gandalf's pretty cool. But we will get sued.
So Luke,
Yeah.
Luke was Luke's. You've had some bad experiences with pewter in your life.
I have some history with pewter. I may have chewed on it at one point when I was a small child. But
Luke has a all too common story. Evil stepfather.
he's not evil.
Okay.
No. He's fine.
Did he make you chew pewter as a punishment?
No.
Okay.
We just had a lot of pewter laying around.
Okay.
So he was a mechanic.
Doesn't pewter have lead in it?
Yes. I did chew on a lot of it. Yeah, we also have a good lead story. If we were going to get into it, yeah.
Oh boy.
Sure. What's your good lead story?
Do you guys ever like go treasure hunting and
Eat paint
find
chips.
many bars of lead and think it's like worth money as a child? No.
No.
Me and my
No.
brother carried like 30 bars of lead from the woods back home in our t-shirts, thinking it was like worth money. It was like, this is heavy. It must be some kind of gold. It was just dumb lead.
Where
So-
where does one find
Just out in
bars
the
of
woods.
lead?
Yeah, we're out in the woods.
Yeah, we're gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
I know,
left
like-
a bunch of lead out there in the middle of the woods for
That's
some
not good.
reason. No.
Yeah.
So we carried it back, and then my parents were like
How
what are you guys
upset were those
doing?
people when they came back
Yeah.
with their lead? And it
Their
was-
stockpile of lead.
Yeah, it was like 30 bars of lead. It looked like gold bars, but silver. We're like, this must be silver. Like, it was just lead.
Well, I actually had a funny story. Similar, not as well. I was at my neighbor's. My neighbor rented a lake house over the summer at Coeur d'Alene. It was not nearly as glamorous as you think it was. They were kind of testing the waters, so you'll understand why the truth in that statement. So, their son and the friend were out like snorkeling, in the lake, and they were like, we found a treasure box. We found a treasure box. And we're like, okay, we're just hanging out on the deck. And I'm like, all right, bring it in. So it takes them forever. It takes like forever to get this thing. It's like fairly deep, not like 15 feet or something like that. But they drag it in into shore and they bring it up to the deck. And it turns out it's an old car battery. And it is leaking acid all the way up the deck and corroding it. And I was like, oh, maybe it's time for us to go. We're going to leave now. But yeah, that was an interesting security deposit conversation, I'm sure.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, you can find treasure
Anywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
My lead bars were by a lake as well. So,
Mm.
yeah.
Great.
Anyone watching, it's Lake Stickney and Lake Stevens. Like, not on Lake Stevens, yeah, but just a gross
That's on
lake.
the west side, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone
So-
was watching who lost their bars of lead however many years ago and is just screaming at the
30 years ago.
computer right now.
Where's my lead?
That would be a
Yeah.
shocking coincidence.
Yeah.
All right. Any other highlights or memorable things you want to talk about?
I liked boot camp.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
That's cool.
boot camp was cool.
It was a pretty huge thing, you guys.
Yeah.
That was a huge thing.
Yeah.
So we decided to bring Luke, both for his personality and because he was the reigning champion of the Patina Thunderdome. And so he was kind of like a celebrity there. It was pretty crazy. Everybody was walking up to him, wanted to take pictures.
One guy.
And,
But he took pictures of
well,
everybody.
there was somebody, but it was cool. Luke was out there making belts, hammering into our plastic table, but making belts for people, and it was pretty awesome. I had a good time. We'll do it again this year.
That's great.
Yeah, so great job, guys. Thanks for being a part of that. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
went to Katz's Deli.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
iconic.
Yeah,
Sorry,
did
guys.
the whole tourist thing. Yeah,
They didn't have it. It was so good. It was the best sandwich ever.
it was pretty awesome. $30 for a sandwich, so it should be pretty good. Yeah.
Delicious,
I could have used a little crustier bread, like a little more substantial bread.
I was just happy to have bread.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of bread, so.
Okay. All right.
It was great.
Yeah, that was a big thing. What are you looking forward to in 2024, Lucas?
Me. I mean, there's a lot of cool new models we're looking at developing. Some new sole options. I'm also really excited. I mean, we're going to be doing a lot of refinement, it feels like, next year. Like we're, renovations with the building, changing things around there, making things more efficient. We're making a lot of website improvements, all of that stuff. Kind of more of what we did this year, making things better.
Yep. And still popping though.
Yeah.
Still popping off.
Lots of new awesome stuff, but also like dialing everything in.
Yep.
Like we did this year.
Yep. How about you, other Lucas?
Yeah. Like I said, this year was kind of the year of refinement for the small leather goods, I feel like, and I'm hoping to kind of jump off there and kind of hit the ground running, like you said. Bags. I'm excited for bags in 2024. So, I've been messing around with that lately, and I'm excited to kind of get those going and show everybody. So they're pretty cool. So
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Becca?
Both of those things. I'm really excited about the bags. Luke is working on the rough drafts and pictures you've shown me. I think they'll be really nice. And I am both terrified and very excited for the renovation. Logistically, it's going to be interesting to navigate, but I think our efficiency and our output's going to get a lot better when we've got a little bit more room
Yeah, 100%.
to work with.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. I'm excited and terrified. I always get like super anxious at the end of the year because I'm like, okay, we did a good thing. Now you have to do it all over again, even
But
better.
more.
Yeah. So, I think it's good to celebrate what we've done and take a moment to reflect. But yeah, we've got to get the pedal down and keep racing. The renovation will be pretty awesome. A big lift, but definitely worth it. And then continuing to work to make better boots and bring out some more styles. We've got some really exciting new patterns that I'm looking forward to. And of course, seeing Brandel continue to grow and flourish is another great way to showcase just how skilled our tradespeople are and our crafters, and really kudos to them and grateful for them for kind of getting us through this year again and helping us grow. Okay, well, I want to thank you guys for being here. This is a shorty. Kelsey tells me we'll maybe do a longer one later. We'll see. But also, thank you to you, Miss Kelsey Lursbach, Miss Rebecca Burnham, Mr. Luke Larson, Mr. Lucas Grassberger. I'm Shuyler Mouse signing off. Hope you guys have a wonderful new year, and good luck in 2024. Thanks for being here. Bye.
Yeah, you guys are good to start whenever.
Hello.
Sorry.
That's not natural. He needs to yell.